Welcome to this week's chapter review of Chapter 245 of Tokyo Revengers. The title for Chapter 245 is Grow Up To. In the very first page of this chapter we see Takemichi and Mikey. Takemichi says let's go Sano Manjiro. And Mikey says bring it on. All the members of the Kanto Manji gang and Tokyo Manji gang are both yelling and running into battle. And so guys, also in this chapter we see Senju, who is charging into battle. And as usual Senju looks amazing in her Tokyo Manji gang second generation uniform. Senju has one of my favorite character designs in the entire series. I hope we get to see Senju fight someone strong. And I hope we get a lot of Senju fight scenes during this battle. And also we see Wakasa and Benkei, and they are both charging into battle. I still am wondering the reason why Wakasa and Benkei decided to join the Kanto Manji gang. But there is also a possibility that they could be spies. But anyway guys, in the next panel we see Mikey talking to Takemichi. Mikey does not charge into battle, and he just stands there. Mikey says that Takemichi is an idiot. Mikey says to Takemichi, why would the weakest loser like you charge first into a suicide attack like this? Your team is done for if their leader falls, you know? I mentioned this in my last video, but back in chapter 109 after the defeat of the Black Dragons, Mikey actually said that Takemichi is strong and Mikey said that he is the one that is weak. So now over 100 chapters later Mikey is saying that Takemichi is just a weak loser. So you can see how much the mindset of Mikey has changed since Toman was disbanded. Anyway guys, in the next panel we see Kakucho and Takemichi. Kakucho is charging at Takemichi and Kakucho calls Takemichi an idiot. Takemichi responds and tells Kakucho to get out of his way. And Kakucho suddenly attacks Takemichi with a very powerful punch. And we see the face of Senju and Inupi, and they have a very shocked look on their faces. Kakucho says your fight is over, you dumbass. And suddenly the chapter switches to a flashback of Kakucho and Takemichi. In this flashback Kakucho and Takemichi are both little kids. Takemichi says that back when he was a kid he always believed in himself. He was always confident that he was the strongest. In the flashback Takemichi tells Kakucho that he will avenge him. And Takemichi also says that he will become the #1 delinquent in Japan. Next Takemichi says I wonder when it was that I decided to mark myself as weak. And next we see the backstory of Takemichi where he is apologizing over and over. Takemichi says I gave up even way before a fight. I didn't even try. The next panel shows Takemichi remembering the smile of Hinata. And in the next page, we see Takemichi who took the punch from Kakucho. And Kakucho is surprised because Takemichi is not falling from his punch. And Kakucho remembers Takemichi from back when they were kids. And as Kakucho is remembering Takemichi, he has a surprised look on his face. And Takemichi just has a determined look on his face. The chapter suddenly skips to a flashback of when Takemichi defeated Kiyomasa. Takemichi says bring it on Kiyomasa, let's fight. Takemichi says that on that day he decided on a resolution. Next there is a panel of Takemichi punching Taiju Shiba. And Takemichi says I am not losing, Captain. And now, in the next panel Takemichi has a determined look on his face. And Takemichi is bravely charging at Kakucho. And Kakucho sees a flashback of Takemichi from the past again. And again Kakucho looks very surprised in this panel. And suddenly Takemichi punches Kakucho in the face. And Takemichi also sends Kakucho flying with only one punch. We see Chifuyu and Hakai and they both have an extremely surprised look on their face. And they both are very shocked by the strength of Takemichi. And even though Mikey never shows any emotion, but even Mikey has a shocked look on his face. And you guys, this panel where Takemichi sends Kakucho flying is actually a parallel of this scene where Draken sends Hanma flying with a single punch in the Valhalla vs Tokyo Manji gang battle. And I must say that Draken would be proud that Takemichi is following in his footsteps. And I seriously wish Draken was still in the story, so we could see his reaction to this. And in the final page of chapter 245, Takemichi is talking to Mikey. And Takemichi says, now with the same resolution, I will get to you, Mikey. But Mikey does not respond to Takemichi. And Mikey just stands there with a blank look on his face. And also, you guys, I wanted to talk about this really funny drawing that the author of Tokyo Revengers made of Senju and Hakai. Senju says, I think one of the members does not like me very much. And Takemichi laughs and says, oh yeah, Hakai, he gets like that because he does not know how to talk to girls. And we get this funny drawing of Hakai who is completely frozen in place and Senju is waving her hand in his face, but Hakai is not moving. But anyway guys, that is all we got today for chapter 245 of Tokyo Revengers. And also let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this chapter. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more videos like this one, like, comment and subscribe. And thank you for watching.